Hello and welcome. My name is Charlie and I'm from Hamilton here in New Zealand. And today what I wanted to do was demonstrate and share with you my beautiful Kangen water machine. And but before I tell you anything about that, what I wanted to do was demonstrate to you the different kinds of water that you might be drinking, that I was drinking, that and give you an example of what you might actually have in your waters or liquids that you're drinking. Okay, for example, I want to share with you the Sprite. This is the Sprite, ordinary Sprite, and of course we got the pump water, which is the bottled water that I pretty much drank here in New Zealand. And then I'm going to get some tap water, and of course I'm going to put some Kangen water from our machine to share with you and to give you an idea of the oxidation inside or the chemicals that these waters might be carrying, okay? And so let's start off with introducing you to this machine. This here is what you call an ORP meter. It's an oxidation reduction potential meter, and what it does, it measures the cleanliness of the water, and also it breaks down the chemicals that may be in these waters and soda drinks that we drink. Okay, so we're going to start off with Sprite. And what I'm going to do is tip some of that in there so we can measure it. Okay, that's a bit of Sprite. And then the pump water. Now, most of us drink pump water because, you know, they're endorsed by a lot of sports and athletes, famous athletes. So we tend to think, well, if we drink that, it's got to be good. But then I'll grab some water from my tap. And this is just ordinary tap water. I'll grab some of that. Okay, and then I'll grab some Kangen water from my machine, and so I'll turn the water on. Let's get that started and turn that on so I can get some water coming through this pipe here. Kangen water 9.5. Okay, so that's coming from my machine. And so with these waters, what I'm going to do is basically be testing the pH level of the water. Now, government regulated that our pH level in our tap water should be at around about 7.0. Okay, that's the level that it should be. But with this meter, with this machine here, what it's going to do is, if it reads a positive, that means that the water is full of chemicals. If it's reading a negative, giving a negative reading, it means that it's really good water. Okay, so it's actually really, really good. Okay, so let's test the water. Let me turn this machine on. Okay, let's test the Sprite. And so the Sprite is giving me a reading of 222 and rising. It's going up to 3. 232, it went up. Okay, so it's around about 2, nearly the 3. And so that's a positive reading. And so we'll go to the pump water, and that's giving me another positive reading of 255 and climbing. All right, and so that's not good either. And of course we have the tap water, and that's giving a positive reading of 549 and rising. Look at 550, so that's not great as well. Now we come to the star of the show, and that is the Kangen water. Now remember, plus is not good, minus is good with this reading of this machine. Okay, so when we test the Kangen water, we are going up 190, 193, 95 rising. Okay, we got up to about 197, maybe 200. Now, there we go, we went to 200. So it's around about 200. And but that's a negative reading, which means the water is very, very good. Okay, so it can read anywhere between 400 to 700. Now, I need to give perhaps my machine a bit of a e-clean, which we do on a monthly basis for our machines, just so that it keeps it updated. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. Now, I've got my little card here, and now what it showed you there, because the pH level in our water, especially in our tap water, should be, because it's government regulated, it should be at a pH level of 7.0. But if it goes into a positive, it means that the water is oxidizing. It means it's very acidic. It has chemicals within the water. And as you saw, this the Sprite was negative or positive, had a positive reading of around about 2.3, and so did the pump water, and so did the tap water. But on the negative side, we had a negative reading of around about 200 and just around about that stage, which was for our Kangen water, which is really, really good. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. And so, you know, the question is, I guess, for you is, have you made a decision from watching this demonstration? Have you made a decision? Have you seen enough to make a decision what it is that you want to do? Okay, so if you want to continue drinking the water that you've been drinking, that's up to you. But what I want to suggest is that you take a serious look at perhaps drinking some of our Kangen water. Okay, so this is Charlie saying thank you very much for spending some time here with me. Take care, God bless, bye for now.